There is a moment many African importers know too well. You send thousands of dollars for a vehicle payment, then you wait. You call, you refresh your email, and eventually, when someone answers, they say, "We haven't received the payment yet." After a while, you realize the problem is not you. The system was never built for the speed global trade demands today. Today, I am joined by two people who understand that reality deeply. Sydney Eguatu, the COO of Clea, a company building cross-border payment infrastructure, and Mr. Raji Rashid, an active importer experiencing these challenges firsthand every day. So, Mr. Raji Rashid, let's start with you. How did you get into this business? I mean, nobody just wakes up and say, "I want to import cars." There must have been a story behind it. There must have been a reason. There must have been a why, and that why is what we want to know. Would you like to share it with us?
My name is Raji Rashid.
Okay.
So the story behind how I started the importation business, right? Okay, it all started when I was in university, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agowa Yanes. Yeah, a lot of guys using cars in the school area back then. They are from Shagamu, Ibadan, and the likes. They are not Lagos boys. They don't really know much about car pimping, like changing of alloy, navigation screen, and all in all those cars back then. So, I do tell them I can do this for you because I'm very close to Ladipo market in Lagos here. So the one person trusts me by bringing the car to Lagos, doing the pimping, changing the alloy, putting a lot of, fancy things to just make the car look, presentable. So from there, I started getting referral customers, start coming, taking the car to Ladipo from school, bringing it back to Agowaye. From there, I started sourcing for cars for people. From there, ongoing and going and going. I'm just trying to make it, make it short, So from there, I started sourcing for cars for people. You want these? Okay, which car do you want? Toyota, Venza, and all this and that. So I started to have challenges with I'm still talking about the whole thing started, you understand? So challenges I started to have is talking to while I'm in school, talking to dealers in Lagos on how to bring the car. Some of my clients want to move down to Lagos. So, we have to talk to the dealers. Please, can you bring the car back down to Agogo? You let them inspect it. And also, it was a very big challenges. So from there, I was like, okay, I can do this to myself. Why can't I just go to Lagos, start meeting dealers, give me your car? By when they see me in person, the trust come in already. You understand? So by then, I can talk to my client, come down to Lagos, check the car in the back, and that's all it all started.
Yeah, that is a very great start.
Yeah, so moving on, can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So moving on, I I met someone, he's a friend from school, Ibrahim. His uncle actually stay in America. So I spoke with the brother, so we talked, we discussed one or two together, and I started to send cars from America down to Nigeria, which I cleared, sell to customers and all. So I'm fully in the business already. You understand? So moving on, there are a lot of challenges from the bros, clearing and all. This guy, he will send me a picture. He can get into Nigeria to be something else entirely. So from there, I met some of my other brother that they have been long in the business. You understand? So I opened my own account, Copart to be precise, and IE and MEM. So I started to buy myself from America.
That is actually
And
very
to God,
great.
to God be the glory. I'm doing very great today in the business. Yeah.
So
How
nice.
many years experience?
Yeah, I have 9 years experience now.
9.
Yeah,
Wow,
sure.
that's a very long time, I must say. Okay, so when you say you import cars or as a car dealer, what does it look like from end to end? If I meet you that okay, I want so car right now, what are
Okay.
the steps you take? How does it look like for you?
Okay, good. As an importer, that means that's car from overseas, not the one in Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me just say it all has its own process. It's a stage. By starting from, okay, I will ask which car do you want? Let's assume you told me you wanted Toyota Venza Sunday 10. Okay, I go on my auction, maybe like I said earlier, Mayhem or Copart. I source for the car. After seeing the car, I showed you like, I bid, I won. Then I make payment for the car. After making the payment, we proceed to, I have some, like I said, it's a process. So I have people that they are pick up, we call them picker. That was our own normal language that we call them. They help us to pick up the car. We send them the invoice of the vehicle. They pick the car from the yard. They proceed the car to the port. Then from the port, they ship it down to Nigeria. So by getting to Nigeria, we have our clearing agents on ground already. We send them the document, that's the bill of lading. That's the document you get from the shipping company. We send it to them. And there's another one called tellers. So by sending it to them, they process the car clearing, and that is all. We'll bring the car home.
Okay, that is great.
Yeah.
So you mentioned when the customer likes the car,
Yeah, sure.
you pay
Yeah.
paper to IE.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Now, walk me through that. How does it look like for you? What are the issues you face?
In making the payments,
Yes.
huh? Well, like right now, I'm using a bank in Nigeria. I would like to mention the name of the bank. Yeah, sure, good. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So there's a particular bank I'm using right now. I've actually tried like 1 or 2, 3 banks actually, but there's a particular one I'm using now that I'm using to make my payment. It's quite challenging. I just have to be honest. Like very, very challenging. Like, should I start from how we source for the dollar that we pay into the bank account before we proceed to payments? You know, we have to look for our
But you
booking.
have to take physical.
Exactly. No, it's not even physical. Like it's a domiciliary account.
Oh, okay.
We open a domiciliary account with the bank in Nigeria here, you understand? But you have to source for a physical dollar.
Yeah, that's what
To
I'm
yeah,
trying to
exactly.
say.
To
You have
pay
to
into
take
the bank account. You understand? So by doing so, let's assume now, like a day now, the bank has a limit.
Okay.
There's by how should I say it in such a way you're going to understand this thing better? No, they have their rules and regulations guiding the mode of payment. There's what we call inflow. When you buy inflow, there is a certain limit you can pay with inflow. And when you buy the actual cash and you pay it into your account, into the bank account, your domiciliary account, there's a certain limit you can pay with. Let's assume you want a account of $25,000 now. The bank will only allow you to pay $10,000 per day. And if you are paying in cash, it's just $25,000 a week.
Wow.
Let's assume you now have up to $200,000 to pay.
I see that.
And they limit you to pay just $25,000. So those are the challenges we have. And before you source for money from Aboki, before Aboki pay into the account, storage are going. Copart don't want to understand you have a bank challenges in your account. It's true. They don't want to understand you have a very poor banking system in Nigeria. They keep charging you storage and all. So those are the challenges. They don't care. So Aboki paying the dollar, start calling Aboki. Maybe you're looking for 10,000. Aboki won't pay you 10,000. You can go and maybe collect $1,000 from someone, $2,000 from another person. You start to join the money together before it comes together. Now maybe 2-3 days you get the money together. Then you start to make the payments. Let's now come back to our poor banking system that me and you know in Nigeria. You make payments, you'll be waiting. Debit me now. Before they debit, sometime I'm telling you, it can take you another 24 hours. Debiting your account doesn't mean they are crediting Copart immediately. Then you still have to wait for them to do whatever nonsense you're doing. I'm sorry to say that. So before they put the money into your IAA or Copart or whichever auction site. So it's quite challenging. If I said I should continue to talk about the challenging I'm facing, we're not going to leave here today. So let me just make it short that way. So it's quite challenging,
so
yeah.
Mr. Sydney of Clea.
Mm.
So, I mean, we have heard firsthand from Mr. Raji the kind of problems they face, especially when you want to make payments to auction websites and all of that. How does Clea come into this? Like, how are you trying to solve the problem? Because I understand that Clea is trying to solve the problem of global trade.
Yeah.
So, how do you come into this scenario?
So, like what he has said, the payments thing is not just even about the payments, right? If he is talking from the perspective that he owns his own Copart accounts, right? And each of these bodies or each of these auctions have peculiar compliance rules that he must follow. Like he can make payments to his account because it's the same name that he used to register that he is paying from in Nigeria. Yeah. If it's somebody else, they will reject the money or close the account totally. Wow. Yes.
Yeah,
so
they don't take third party.
They don't take third party. So that also becomes a challenge. And then now I'm going to elaborate more on those issues. They even stopped in-branch payments. So before we could have people that walk into the branch with either cash or whatever form of payment.
In the United
US
States
now.
Yeah.
So they will go in and they make the payment on your behalf and then they accept it. Now they don't do that anymore. They've also put limits on all this like over-the-counter third-party payments they used to accept, like they have Western Union, MoneyGram and things like that. There are limits there now, again. And aside even that, who do you trust with your hard-earned money? Imagine him saying $25,000. Do you know what that is when you convert? Like, and you now tell one person that has his or her own problems to now go and pay for you, and they are looking at, and there's a way you will tell somebody that I want to buy a car of 35,000. They think it's your money. That this person is rich. He wants to buy, not knowing that somebody paid you, and before you know a story, you enter, and you start. You understand? And another thing is, they always say you can't just vex and fly. And to go and start using somebody. Exactly, you understand? So all these things we considered because I've actually been through it. And then I was like, no, we have to find a solution. So that was where Clea came in, and we're like, you know what? We need to make sure that we adhere to all the rules that the importers or the bodies they are paying to are working with. And then we also have to build a system that is reliable and fast. The problems they face in Nigeria to send this money, the limits issue, the time, the debit thing, we don't want to have that. So we had to build a system to solve all these problems at once. And that's what Clea came in. You fund your account Naira, you convert, and then put in your beneficiary, then you just send. And the beauty about it is that Clea is, the US side of business of Clea works with US time. So there is no limitation. You can send money Niger time, 8 a.m. And once it is, say, 2 p.m. Niger time, it processes.
Like our Nigerian bank.
Exactly.
After,
that time,
once
it's 4, it's gone.
It's gone.
So you can even send money at 9 p.m. It will still process because it's working with US time of
What
business.
is your limit?
So there are, truth to be told, there are 2 tiers, right? We have the 20,000 for people that don't buy as much.
Okay.
You understand? And then we have a tier that is 50,000.
Okay.
Which I usually tell people that, look, go on that, because you don't know the day you will buy a car of 25,000 or you have multiple cars that you need to pay. But it's just an upgrade away, like a subscription process, and then you are on that tier. And then it's I think it's 50,000 per day, 100 or 150,000 a week, and 250,000 a month.
Okay.
So
That's
we are praying that the business for everybody grows so that they get to that point where they are sending that much. But banks don't give you that much. No. Local banks will not give you that. In fact, per transaction, if you hang at, I think, 20,000 if it is inflow. So yes, in terms of stability, Clea is actually stable, right? Because we know money is people's livelihood, and we don't want to be party to people that to that train of what happens to my money if anything hangs. Your money is always going to have a transaction receipt or a transaction reference. So at any point in time, we can track where your money is.
Okay.
Do you understand? At any point in time, you can track it. If you sent Naira and it's not received, we can use the reference number in the Naira, transfers to know where it is. If we send US and something happens. In fact, I will tell you this, that we scrutinize every payment because we don't want you to have a problem. There was a customer that tried to send money to Copart.
Okay.
Was sending from his business account and he puts LLC in his registration.
Okay.
When he was registering on Clea, but in Copart is limited.
Okay.
When we saw it, we have to flag the customer like, Oga, are you sure this thing is correct? Check it. And at that point, we will just tell you, okay, no, we will not process this transaction so that you can verify that everything is correct. Sure. Because remember that we are working with sensitive, US businesses, once the money is not from the right place, they can easily block your account. So those are the things that we try to put in place. And remember that we are working for you.
Sure, yeah.
So those are in as much as we want to establish trust and make sure that it's safe, peace of mind and all, we also have to protect you from yourself. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
So,
okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sibi. So from what I understand, you're saying what Clea brings to the table is clarity,
yes,
trust, speed, transparency, and ease.
Yes,
basically.
definitely.
That sounds like so simple and easy. Thank you. So, Mr. Raji.
Yeah.
Is this your first time hearing about Clea?
No, not my first time.
Okay, so from everything Mr. Sidney has told us, what do you think about Clea? And have you started using Clea?
I've not started using Clea,
Okay.
and I'm not convinced yet to use Clea.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
good.
what are like your
Earlier on, I was talking about how bad Nigeria banking system was, right? But regardless of how it goes down, I know my money can never lost. Worst case scenario, the money will get to where it's going late. I don't think you understand what I'm
Or
saying.
is reversed.
Or is reversed. That's the worst case scenario. But in Clea situation now, where I'm scared and I said I'm not convinced yet to be satisfied and be able to use Clea, is, to me, I believe someone just built a app called Clea. And I have to send my Naira from my Nigeria banking account to the Clea account. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, I believe a day will just come, maybe the app will just disappear. Or maybe, like, if I try to make payment through, let me say GTP Bank right now, and I have maybe a delay or something, I can put a code through to the bank and call. Why is this? And log in my complaint.
Somebody will answer you.
You're all walking to go into the bank. In Clear situation, how do I report? Who do I call? Where is their branch? I don't have a US visa. I can't. Yeah, it's true. You said it. You said Clear account is affiliated to US, right? So I don't have a visa to go to the Americas to go and complain. You understand?
I get what you
So
mean.
all these things are, they have been running through my head for a very long time. Like, so I need you to convince me more.
Okay.
So I can be rest assured that Clear is here and is here to stay. Yeah.
Okay.
Your concerns are actually very valid, considering the fact that this is. But I would want to direct the question to someone that can answer it.
Okay.
So, Mr. Simon, please.
Okay. In terms of security, your money is always safe because you are not paying into. You say you're paid to Clear account. You're not paying to Clear account, so.
Okay.
We will ask you for your KYC.
Yeah.
You understand? Your identity, your name, address, mode of identity, whether it's national name or whatever. And then we'll also ask you for your BVN. If anybody asks you for your BVN, just know that they want to either verify from the bank side.
Yeah, sure.
So, but what we do with your BVN is to create a bank account with your name, no Clear.
Okay.
It is you.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to credit your account, they are going to credit an account in your name with a Nigerian bank.
Okay.
So Clear is not working with Gbogbo Ti Shake. We partner with an aggregator that works with that is licensed to operate in Nigeria.
Okay.
You understand? So it's more or less like we are backed by CBN.
Okay.
One way or the in terms of indirectly. Do you understand? Now, when your money leaves your account, your own account to Clear. Like I said, there's always a transaction reference, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's how you know that money is moving.
Yeah, sure.
If that money does not get to your Clear account, you can always go to the sender bank that you sent it from, and ask. If they tell you the money has gone, we will now use that transaction reference to track where that money is.
Okay.
So no matter what it is, that money will be somewhere and we'll find it.
Yeah, sure.
Worst case scenario, they will refund it back to you. Okay. And remember that we are all working within the Nigerian system when it comes to Naira. So there will always be those issues that come up. You send money, there's a glitch somewhere, it doesn't go. Even all the normal banks have that problem.
Yeah, sure.
Now, even if at some point that issue happens, there's always a support team, which we have on ground.
Yeah.
Forget the time. We don't respect time. We just send a message. Somebody will reply. If it's not me, it will be somebody else that will take it up immediately.
Okay.
And we start working on it. Now that part, at least I give us credit for that. Now when it comes to the US side, money in US, in fact, I can tell you this fact that it is easier to track money in US than in Nigeria. Because they are more key about fraud than we are. If you send money, it doesn't get to where it's going within, let's say, a few hours. Especially when it depends on the mode of payment, anyway, whether it's wire, ACH, or whatever. You can always lay a complaint, and then we'll find where that money is.
Yes, yeah.
Now, I'll give you an example. A customer sent money to even Copart. I can't remember how much it was, 10,000 something, and he sent from, like I said, business now, to a personal account on Copart.
Okay.
It wasn't a business registered account. Even though he used the receipt that he got from Clea to show to Copart that is his company name, show them his certificate and all, Copart said no, that they will not accept because of their policy. You understand?
Sure, yeah.
Right. Do you know that Copart will immediately reverse the money?
Yeah, sure.
That same day that they reversed, the money entered back into his Clea account.
Wow.
Yes, that's how it was. Because we have, like I said, it sounds like it's too good to be true, but we that built the system, we have tried to think of everything. Remember that we are you, but we are just the tech side now.
Sure, yeah.
You understand? We are no more doing it with what do you call it now? Hand or manually anymore. We have taken it digital. So all those problems that you are experiencing, we have done it.
I'm sorry, I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Just right from your speech now. A question popped up. If let's assume that your customer and the money was reversed back to Clea, can I pay from Clea back to my Nigeria bank account?
So no, this is the challenge. Based on the fact that Clea is mostly made for payouts.
Payout, okay.
Right. It's not built for receiving.
Doing
Why?
transaction, sending an, okay.
Because we are dealing with dollar,
Okay.
there is always going to be the opportunity for fraud.
Yeah,
You understand?
true, yeah.
So think of it this way. Somebody has stolen money. One fine person somewhere. Let's not choose the gender.
Sure, yeah.
Has stolen money somewhere, throws it into his Clea account one way or the other, and now wants to withdraw naira.
Yes.
It becomes easy.
Yes.
So
yes.
to avoid that, like I said, we've thought of everything. To avoid that, we don't allow withdrawals in naira. Once you're paying, be sure that you want to use that money for something, which is payments, and then process. The one thing I know is that it will always process.
Okay.
The payment will always process. I use Clea because I'm still an importer. As much as I am the CEO of Clea, I use Clea. Yesterday, I still did the transaction of I think 25,000 plus.
And it went through.
I don't even, once I send it, I forget. I go somewhere else, I gotta do something else because I need to enter.
Like how many minutes or hours will it take to get to Copart?
So the thing is, this is where it's funny. With Clea,
I'm sorry, I'm not taking your job now. I'm sorry. I just want to be convinced enough. Hey, you understand?
with Clea, we process almost immediately. But the receiving party is what delays. Remember that you're not the only one transacting with IAI or Copart.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So they will have a lot of inflow and then their system starts to sort it. So it's that time that it takes for them to credit to your account that is the delay.
Okay.
On our end, we process immediately and you will get the receipt. One beauty that I love, I think, that we built into Clea is when you credit in Naira, you get an email notification. When you convert, you get an email notification. When you send and it is debited or is initiated, you get an email. When the receiver has gotten your money, meaning, because that's why I said US side. In Nigeria, when receiver receive your money, they will not tell you. It's when you see alerts
Sure.
that you believe that they have received. It's a lie. So in US, when you send money and the receiver receives, there is a confirmation back to the bank that sent that I've gotten your money. That confirmation will send it to you that your money has gotten to the receiver. It's now left for you to now wait. Oh yeah, receiver, credit me.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
so
correct.
that delay now comes from IA or Copart or whoever it is that you are paying on how they apply to you.
Okay.
And another thing about Clea is Clea sends money in your name. So that's how we were able to overcome the third-party limitation
Changes, okay.
that's Copart and IA. When you send a wire transfer, that money is going to go out in Raji Rashid, and Copart will see it in Raji Rashid,
Okay.
not in Clea, whatever. No. Do you understand?
Yeah,
so
yeah, I get
those are the things. So we've put a lot into Clea. We've the security concerns. We registered with the Nigerian data privacy compliance or something. So any data we collect, we have to be compliant with protecting your data.
Okay.
We are also registered in the US with as a money service business, which is if you want to move money around, we do that too. So we took a lot into building Clea. It's not just, let me use this language, begbe.
So then you say Clea is here to stay.
Yes, it's built to stay, because how long do you want to continue? You try to make money and then just dash it to somebody like that, which I know that you have gotten to your own fair share of.
Yeah, sure.
So that's it. That if not anything, Clea is here to stay.
Okay.
Okay, like to correct a statement I made earlier. I've been a victim of fraud on more than one instance. You understand? You trust somebody over years and then give him your money, help me go and pay, and then the next thing story starts. I bought it, I did this, I did that. So trust me, I don't want to be hearing stories of people I know that I respect going through that anymore, being victims of fraud. And you know the Nigerian system, no, even if it is me and you sitting down here and I put money in your account, if I tell you I'm not giving you back, it's going to be hard for you to take it too.
Yes, of course.
Do you understand? Because I can always say one thing or the other. So that we are trying to, we have built Clea to stop middlemen, meaning you don't have to go to a third party anymore. We are built Clea to be fast so that when you send your payments, even while you are at it, I can tell you this, that we were with a customer trying to convince a customer, and then right there and then we did a Copart payment and it reflected in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. So is that fast? I've done an IAI payment. In fact, that I think
How fast is the requisition?
It's almost give or take 24 hours. I think.
Oh.
Yes, it's that fast if you register as an individual. So my own is, you know, everybody will tell me, can we trust it? All I'll tell you is try it first. Yeah. But let us walk you through the process so that you don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Once you do it the first time, I'm telling you, you will not call me again. If I ask you how is it, you'll be like, it's so sweet, it's so this, it's so fast, it's so don't worry. We will try just try one.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sydney, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I hope you're at least convinced now. That
Yes, of course. Obviously, I'm going to give it a try.
You should. A trial will convince you.
Exactly.
I hope so.
Yeah. So, thank you for joining us. And if any of what we said today sounds like a problem you're facing in your business or in your importation business, you know what to do. There's a description link in the box below. Click on www.tryclea.com, sign in, get started, and come to the good life where you have ease and clarity, just like our name, Clea. So thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.